Hello, boys and girls. And do I have a movie recommendation for you guys this time? Now, you guys can tell from the title that I just watched Talk to Me.
That funny was so moving.
It is made by two YouTubers. Their YouTube channel goes under the name as RackaRacka, or you might know them as Michael and Danny Philippou. Oh my god, dude. Like, they've always been really creative people. If you've ever watched any of the RackaRacka, like, short films and stuff on their channel, like, you can tell they've always been creative people. And then to put all that effort into a full-length horror film, oh my god, these are the people that Hollywood needs. Like, they know how to fucking tell a story. An original story of that. I've never seen anything like this. Now, I haven't watched like that many horror films. I didn't start watching horror films until college, so like 5, 6 years ago. But I've tried to catch up with the main genre of horror at least. And I some of my favorite films are like B-rated horror films, or not even horror films, just like thriller films. But this is gotta be in my top 10 horror films, dude. Like, oh my god, this was a fantastic film. And it wasn't even that scary. Like, the things they showed, yeah, I jumped a few times, but it wasn't that scary. It was just, it was a very sad movie more than anything, to be honest. Well, let me just give you a breakdown of the film. It's about this girl that has lost her mom, and she's kind of feeling down and sad and everything. She kind of ignores her dad throughout the entirety of the film, and she's with like her best friend and her best friend's little brother the whole time. The best friend's boyfriend is there as well, which, yeah, that I don't want to really spoil any of that, but like the best friend's boyfriend is with them as well, and they hear about these people that have this hand. I guess it's sort of their friend group or some group chat that they got added into or something. This hand allows them to talk to dead people, and the hand, if you keep it on there longer than 90 seconds, the dead people will stay attached to you and follow you. So a bunch of things happen, of course. A bunch of demons are shown, like random people that have like demon scale looking things on them sometimes. Sometimes the people just look really ugly. But those are just horrifying. Not really scary, just horrifying looking. So they they touch this hand, well she does, and some things happen. She starts getting haunted or starts seeing other ghosts or whatever. Yeah, that's where the I'm not gonna spoil the rest of it, but that's the main plot. Just everything with her dad is like really sad. Her mom, like, her just thinking about her mom all the time is really sad. Her thinking that everything that happens is like her fault, which it sort of is, but it's also very harsh to put for everyone to put like blame on her. Yeah, it's all just like very sad, but also pretty scary at the same time. It was scary, it did made me jump a few times, but not the scariest movie I've seen. Not your typical horror film that like you actually can guess when the jump scares are gonna come out most of the time. It doesn't have like that many jump scares in it, just a few. Yeah, if you know anything about RackaRacka, Danny and Michael Philippou, and if you're a horror fan, I definitely recommend going to watch this film, which has come from YouTubers. And I want this to do very well so other YouTubers in the future can actually make their own stories and movies, TV form, or whatever. Just like Markiplier is making a Iron Lung film right now. I think it's great when YouTubers like expand the territory and go into filmmaking or stuff like that. I enjoy that. You guys should all go watch Talk to Me if you're a horror film or a horror fanatic. Go watch Talk to Me. Go watch and support Danny and Michael Philippou. These are some fantastic creators. And if you're listening to me, Danny and Michael, I appreciate you and I love this film. Alright, so I just got out of Haunted Mansion and was doing my for that. Realized that I'd never even did my ratings for Talk to Me. I did the whole review and then forgot to do my rating. So here I am coming back to you to rate Talk to Me. So for action, mainly a horror film. So action, there wasn't much of, but there was a little bit of action. I mean, you've got to have action during a horror film, like to stab people and like take down the bad guy. You got to take down the bad guy, or whatever the antagonist is in the horror film. So there's got to be a little bit of action, but there still wasn't much in this. So I'm gonna say 3 out of 10 act on Talk to Me. For comedy, I don't remember it being. I mean, I got a chuckle here and there. Yeah, I mean, now that I think about it, it was quite funny. I did get quite a few chuckles. Or the movie got quite a few chuckles from me. That's how I should put that. So for comedy, I'll say, I mean, it's still a horror film mainly. So for comedy, yeah, I'll say 5 out of 10. For drama, this was quite emotional, with all the story and dialogue going on. So I'll say 7 out of 10 for the drama. And then for suspense, I'll say it was quite suspenseful. It did get quite a few jumps out of me. So I'll say 8 out of 10 for suspense. And then horror, I know it's a horror movie, but it's like even though it did get quite even though it did get a few jumps out of me, I didn't think it was as scary as it could have been. So for horror, I'll say 6 out of 10. I think it could have been scarier. The things that were shown, like there was quite a few like ghost or alien, or yeah, ghost. I almost said alien. Ghost or spirits that were hideous, very hideous. A few were horrifying. The overall movie was more drama and suspense filled than it was horror. So yeah, I'm still gonna stick with 6 for horror. And then for the overall movie, I'm gonna rate the movie 9 out of 10. That's like the movie itself is really good, and I do recommend going to watch this movie in theaters. If you're going to watch Talk to Me, go watch it in theaters. Go support Danny and Michael Philippou, the RackaRacka YouTube channel. Go support them. They did phenomenal on this movie. And yeah, that'll be it for me. All right. Bye-bye.